it got to a point where I didn't feel like I was playing with players of my caliber.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Night Playbook. I'm your host, Antoine Miller. All right, so this week, we're going to talk about the LENAPE and Camden High game from over the weekend, but more specifically, we're going to talk about DJ Wagner and Dereksimpson, right? So I picked this video because every kid in America wants to be a Division I athlete, right? Every kid in America wants to be a Division I basketball player, or they think they want to be a Division I basketball player. Well, over the weekend, two legit Division I basketball players went head to head, and they put on a performance. And they showed what really separates a Division I basketball player from the rest of the world. All right. So in these clips, we're just going to review DJ Wagner and Dereksimpson, true legit Division I basketball players, and we're going to go from there. All right. So sit back and enjoy the video. Okay. All right. Dereksimpson and DJ Wagner. All right. Again, two legit Division I basketball players. And I'm going to keep saying that throughout this video because it's really important. And we'll go over that at the end. All right. So first off, DJ crossover on a fast break, pull up jump shot. For a mid-range jump shot, something that none of y'all care about anymore. Highly difficult shot, going full speed and stopping on a dime like that, making that jump shot. All right. Very hard to do. Very hard to do. Okay. Nice and compact. Come straight up on his jump shot, very hard. Now this pass by Dereksimpson, okay? If you see, he didn't grab that ball with two hands. He made that pass with one hand and put that right in the pocket of his teammate, all right? Like, that's just a next level pass. Again, DJ with this jump shot, extremely difficult. If you don't think it's difficult, go outside, try to shoot it by yourself 100 times and see how off balance you usually are. All right, very difficult, a lot of repetition in that shot. And again, this pass by Derek, a one dribble, not putting it in both hands to gain accuracy and throwing a pass like that. All right, that's a next level pass, and that's a next level jump shot by DJ Wagner. All right. So again, it's things like that you want to be a Division I basketball player, you have to do those type of things routinely. Understand? You got to do those type of things routinely. Okay. So right here, again, Derek splitting defenders, left-handed pass. All right, drawing the defender, beating two defenders actually. Okay, beating his first defender like he wasn't even there, right? And then coming in against a longer defender, showing the ball to the defense and throwing that left-handed. Again, looks very simple, right? But the court awareness and the reaction time of that kid, that's a Division I basketball player. Right? Just seeing the floor just 10 times better than everybody else. Right? Like, again, we want these, we want to mimic these players, and we think that we're ready for this, but can you do things like this and make it look simple? You know, DJ and Derek makes these type of plays look very simple, right? But it's only a few people like them that can do it at the high school level, and that's the ones that's really Division I basketball players. All right, right here, DJ came fresh off the bench right before the half. Again, stepping into a pull-up three, right? Off the dribble, right? Again, first of all, how many kids can just shoot off the dribble that well, right? If you think about it, a lot of humans are just good standstill shooters, right? DJ came full speed and stopped on a dime to shoot a three, right? That barely touched the net. You know, things like this, very important. Very difficult shot, shooting off the dribble and having that type of balance and having that type of rotation and having that type of follow through on his shot, right? Not a normal thing for a kid to do. It takes a lot of repetition, and on top of that, a lot of God-given talent, right? So these are the type of things you got to take into account if you really want to be a Division I basketball player. All right, are you doing these things? Can you do these type of things routine? Again, another step in three. Oh, I'm sorry, this wasn't a three, this was a drive. Okay, so now DJ and Derek shows their floater game. Again, how many of you kids can shoot floaters? All right, extremely difficult shot, right? But how many kids can make these shots? DJ did it off 2 feet. As you see, Derek came and did it off of 1 foot. and they both made it look routine, right? How many of you kids can do that? It's a news flash, right? It's not a lot of LeBron James walking the face of this earth. And what I mean by that is you think you athletic now, right? But if you want to get to the top, yeah, you're going to have to get skilled at something, all right? Because everybody's athletic at the top, right? What are you skilled at? All right, these kids know at a young age that how much a floater can help them. All right, they're not going to be able to jump over everybody their whole life, right? You got to make skilled plays. There's always somebody more athletic than you. These two kids, as a sophomore and a junior, already understand the significance of shooting a floater when you're undersized, right? Things like that. Are you good at those things? All right, or you just want to shoot threes and just drive and dunk? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right, again, DJ stepping into a pull-up shot off the dribble. Look, his body's never going side to side. Everything he does is straight up. And again, as a result, the shot barely touches the rim. Like, these type of things are important. If you want to be at the top, you need to dominate your competition. And this by Derek, right? And Derek comes back and does that. You know, no wasted motion on that crossover at half court. And again, he throws a pocket pass with just putting the ball in his left hand, not even picking it up again with two. Do you know the difficulty? First, do you know the difficulty of this shot? It's a very hard shot to perfect. But do you know the difficulty of crossing over full speed like Dereksimpson just does right here at half court and making that pass that accurate with his left hand? Do you know the difficulty of this move? Extremely, extremely hard to perfect. All right, so in closing, I made this video because a lot of you kids think that you're Division I basketball players. Without putting the work in necessary to be a Division I basketball player. Like, a lot of you kids want things given to you, right? You want to transfer to other schools. You want to blame your coaches. You want to blame everybody else except the work that you so-called put in or lack thereof to get where you want to get, right? Like, you didn't really put in the work necessary to get there, right? And on top of that, again, you need a special talent in order to fill those seats, you know, in order to fill that roster spot. What do you do specifically in your game that makes you special? It only has to be one thing. Understand that. It only has to be one thing. Is one part of your game special in order to fill one of those seats on one of those college rosters? You know, if not, that's okay. Look, Division I isn't for everybody. Division I isn't for most people. All right. Playing Division II, playing Division III, going overseas, just having an excellent high school career, that's okay for most people, right? Now, if you want to be that Division I basketball player, you need to understand the work put in. DJ Wagner and Dereksimpson, I know this firsthand, does tons of work. They live in the gym. Are you living in the gym? Right? And on top of living in the gym, they just got God-given ability, right? Everybody isn't meant to play basketball. And I keep saying that because, again, y'all, nobody's holding each other accountable, right? Y'all want to blame the whole world for y'all not getting Division I scholarship. All right. Again, you want to transfer, you want to blame the coaches, you want to do all these things, right? And sometimes, and I want to make this clear, sometimes you need to transfer. Sometimes you need to blame the coaches. But sometimes, you know what? You're just not that good. Or B, you didn't put in the work necessary to get to that level. All right. Take accountability for yourself. All right. Do what needs to be done. All right. Go to the highest level that you can and be satisfied with it. All right. Leave everything out there. But you and me both know most of y'all kids are not doing everything that needs to be done. All right. You're looking for shortcuts. The two players that I just showed you, they don't know what shortcut means. All right. And they could prove it. And they've been proving it their whole career. And they're going to go as far as they want to go in the game of basketball. Simple as that, because they put the work in. And yeah, period. All right. So let's get it together, fellas. All right. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, DM me if you don't like what I'm saying. I completely understand. And I would be happy to talk to you about this. But you got to start holding each other accountable. Parents, start holding your kids accountable. Kids, start holding yourselves accountable. Coaches, start holding these kids accountable. Be realistic with these kids. If they think they're Division I caliber, prove it. Prove it. All right. Be the best player on the court at all times in high school. Be the leader of your team. All right. Run that extra suicide when you can. Finish first in your suicides. You can't have a 4-point high school game and be a Division I basketball player. You can't do that. All right. You can't not guard the best player on an opposing team. All right. You can't. You just can't. You can't do these things and be a so-called Division I basketball player. Start looking in the mirror. All right. Till next time, fellas.